Okay, so we're back. And yeah, I lost 2 lands. So yeah, this is again the rematch with the E4. This time I'm running a jump bluff actually. Jump bluff is actually very good. So he has very good moves and is pretty fast. Yeah, so we're well, I was kind of afraid because psychic types they hit pretty hard. But luckily U-turn is just doing good damage, and I'm not worried about jump bluff's health because he can regenerate again, no problem. So here I changed Skarmory's name to Carry Me because I was just very well, I knew if I keep using Skarmory I would win eventually, because Skarmory is so good actually. There's the access to body press is just really good. Yeah, so Ampharos, I was using Ampharos this run. I wasn't really feeling it at the beginning, but later I kind of grew, it kind of grew into me. Yeah, so Skarmory doing all the job while taking most of the hits. But if it's a special attack, I just, I'm out of here. That's why we have Corsola here, which actually gets freeze dry, and it's pretty good for those grass type switchings. So yeah, Jump Bluff has Giga Drain. Good sustainability, a good move to sustain itself. It also gets a egg move, which is Strength Sap. That move is just OP. Yeah, Psychic here for Skarmory did a lot, but so I do a lot as well. Yeah, so my plan this run was like, since I know I can rely on Skarmory a lot, was to just give every berry to Skarmory to try to make it as a boss as possible. But in the end, I just, well, it just passed. Yeah, Gothitol hits pretty hard, as you can see. Well, that was a crit, and unfortunately, I get a special defense drop. So I'm kind of scared. I don't know if I can take another hit, but he switches. Skull on the rain, doing good damage though. Jump Bluff again, because yeah, you have to. And yeah, look at Jump Bluff, just taking kills. That's great. You do you, Jump Bluff. Don't sleep on it. It's actually pretty good. Yeah, well, eventually you have to go down, right? So I'm kind of nervous. What should I do? I don't know if Gramble is faster than this plant here. But I do go for it. Player up, stop player off is not my... I think this Gramble is not adamant. Yeah. But it does good damage. Plus you get to intimidate with Gramble. Gramble's pretty good against the rival battle, since we all know he gets that Rayquaza. And sometimes that Rayquaza locks itself into Outrage, so Gramble is pretty good for that. Yeah, so that was real. Then Koga. Koga is not difficult because I have Skarmory, and being immune to poison types is fantastic. Like, look at this. I think the only problem would be, well, yeah, Tentacruel. Tentacruel hits really hard, especially on rain. And he hits on the special side, and luckily my Quagsire has water absorb, which is great, fantastic. So like my Quagsire gets water absorb, and I think there's another ability that I think it's Comatose, which prevents it from being poisoned. So it's fantastic. So yeah, once you get rid of Tentacruel, you're pretty much good to go with Skarmory. Yeah, I would suggest. My Skarmory doesn't have, like, it has spikes, yeah, the spikes are good, but if you do get Stealth Rocks, switch it for spikes, because spikes is just, you're wasting 3 turns just to get that chip damage when Stealth Rocks just hits everything. Also, if you get a chance to have Roost or any healing move on your Skarmory, do get it, because it's so good. Yeah, so like I said, Skarmory is just doing all the work. Skarmory and Quagsire. Here I'm pretty low, so that's why I'm thinking, let me just switch. Yeah, that teamwork between Quagsire is pretty good. Also, Corsola, yeah, Corsola is fantastic. Has a lot of I think it gets access to Recover and Life Dew plus Calm Mind, but in this game I don't think setting up that much is needed. You just need some really hard hitting mons. Yeah. Luckily the spikes damage is doing a lot of the work here, because I'm doing a lot of switching. Yeah, so that's great. That Mega Home did a lot. Oh my god. Yeah, not much. I don't know why I should just, well, that Mega Home did a lot, so that's why I'm kind of hesitant to switch. Last time this guy switched, so I switched, he switches again, and I switch into this. I'm faster. I thought Scolipede was gonna be faster than my Skarmory, that's why I switched first time. But no, I just had to stay in, and everything was gonna die. I didn't have to worry about anything. Good. Now Bruno comes in. Oh, Terra Lucario. So my body presses will not do that much, but I do have Drill Peck. Golem here is kind of scary, you know, electric type moves. He doesn't use it. I think here this Skarmory has Lightning Rod, so that is like one other weakness that Skarmory doesn't have. So Skarmory's only weakness will be fire type attacks. Yeah. So there's that. Lilligant. The only one thing about Skarmory, especially in this Bruno fight, is, well, in Bruno fights in general, is that fighting types still do a lot of damage to Skarmory, because, well, it's just neutral damage, and despite Skarmory having very good defense stats, it still hits pretty hard. And my Skarmory doesn't have recovery, so I need to keep my Skarmory as healthy as possible and set up hazards. Granbull is very good in this against Bruno, because well, it intimidates and it's resisted damage. So yeah, it's fantastic. Wow, Quagsire actually doing a lot of the work here. Oh yeah, Jump Off being, you know, half grass, half flying type. Those moves don't do damage to him, but good. Yeah, so it's a good core, this team. You could give it a try. It's very solid. I think I do have a lot of switch-ins. Do I see a weakness right now in my team? It would be probably Charizard with a Solar Beam. Yeah, probably Charizard with Solar Beam, like Drought and Solar Beam. That would just destroy this team entirely. Yeah. No, but yeah, the team is pretty solid. Bruno's fights, Well, in the Gen 1 challenge, were never that difficult. Here, I had to think a little bit more. But everything dies now to hazards, so that's great. Okay, then comes Karen. Yeah, like I said, I think in my previous video, I'm afraid of Karen. Those dark types, they hit really hard. All neutral damage. Gramble is my only answer. I should switch. Please tell me I go into Gramble. Just going to Gramble. yeah, exactly. Just going to Gramble, right? If you see High Dragon, go into Gramble. Yeah, so Honchkrow here, I'm afraid obviously of a very, yeah, exactly. Floaty Full does a lot of damage. So that was what I was expecting. Again, comes High Dragon. Gramble it is, yeah, you know, that's how it is. Play it off. Just, if you're fighting Karen with your Gramble, you're pretty much guaranteed a big chunk of damage with Play Rough. Protect's actually pretty good on Gramble, just because you get intimidated, yeah, and you scout the next move, see if they have a poison type. Houndoom, it's annoying. Obviously I cannot switch in Skarmory, and this one is Terra Dark, so my skulls are not gonna be doing, well, nothing basically. So yeah, this is a tough one. I just need a safe switch in for Gramble so that I can hit Player Off again, so that's why I sack here and going to Gramble. Yeah, so Player Off to the face. I know I can take probably that. He should have gone for Flamethrower there, but yeah, there's that. And then again comes Honchkrow, Floaty Full, just nice, get the para, but you know, Lumberry. And Dazzling Gleam is just fantastic here. It helps against the Rayquaza as well. So these Weavile, I'm very afraid of Weavile, so that's why I went into Gramble. Because I know it's fast, has very high stats, attacking stats, but well, everything's falling to Gramble at this point. Yeah, there it is. Gramble and Empress, very good match. Finally I get the para. Let's see if it comes in clutch. No, it didn't. Well, it did matter. Okay, see you next video.